Hello everyone, I'm Tim from Tim's PC and I build custom PCs to suit anyone's needs or budget. Also live stream my builds and repairs for transparency and educational purposes. So if you'd like to get an awesome new PC and you'd like to see it get put together live, send me a message today. Alrighty, so we're back here this afternoon. I've had a walk-in with a PC build that he was trying to get done himself, but he's run into some problems and basically he's decided to cut his losses and come and see someone. So we've got this one to sort out here. So we got a RTX 3070 here. What have we got? We got a Mag Series X570S motherboard. We've used this one here before. Looks like we've got probably a 32GB kit of Corsair memory. We've got an MSI cooler there. One of the ones with the radiator the pump in the radiator. Alright, so as you can see, some stuff's sort of wired up here, other stuff isn't. Okay, so honestly, I'm probably gonna have to take a lot of this apart. So the customer's put the radiator on the front, but he's put the fans that come with the radiator on the front. Then there's an odd fan down the bottom, and he's put the other two fans up top. So it's going to look really, really weird. So what I'm going to have to do is we're pretty much going to have to start this thing again.
Yeah, and also short streams of late. That last one was 46 seconds.
Yes.
And not Dave, he says good afternoon.
Hey man, how you going? Good to have you here. And so I'm not sure of the name of this customer. He sent me an SMS. But hopefully he'll join in the comments because he wants to see what has to be done and all that. Okay. Alright, well, let's get unscrewing. So we've got to get these fans off. Hey Fianor, how you going? So the radiator is going to stay in that position, but it's just going to have the original fans that were on the front there, just so we have all three of the same fans on the front, so it doesn't look weird with our RGB. Because we've got Corsair fans here, and then we've got some standard MSI ones. So yeah, you don't have to, just an FYI there, you don't have to use the same fans that come with your cooler on your cooler. Okay, the fans that come with your cooler, you should have just put them on the top. Then you'd have a white Corsair fan at the back there. We also need another Corsair controller for that fan because it's a different style of fan to the other Corsair fans. So I'll add that other controller so it actually, your other fan actually works properly. Because see the fans on the front there, the Corsair ones, they've got 8 LEDs in them, whereas the other one at the back there is a Corsair Light Loop 120 or LL 120, and it has more than 8 LEDs. So if we plug that fan, the Light Loop, in with all of the regular Corsair fans, then we're going to have a problem. Yeah.
Jared says, hey Tim, loving my PC, bro. Everyone hit off this lad.
Ah, awesome. Awesome. Okay. So there's our first fan and our second fan. I'll get rid of these wire ties that are around the fans. And so these two are going to go back on the front there. So let's remove, we need these bolts. So unfortunately for the customer, he's going to feel really silly about how he could have put these fans on the front, because there's a really easy way of doing it. I know they had different bolts in the fans before, but if you remove those bolts, the standard ones that are in the, like the one at the bottom there, if you remove them and just sort of keep the fans just sitting on top of each other, then all you need to do is put the radiator up at the back of the fans and then put these long bolts through, and then you've attached your radiator to the existing fans that are on the front of the case. You don't actually have to move anything around, so that makes things a lot easier. So it looks like, unfortunately, it's going to cost this customer a little bit more than what I quoted him, but at least we'll get the job done right, and he'll be satisfied with how it looks and stuff at the end. Okay. Okay, let's get these freaking two fans out of the way. What's that cord on? Oh, yeah, they're plugged in. Okay, so they're going to go on the top. This one here for our rad. They can just stay out there. Okay. Alright, so fan one. And make sure we put these in the right way. So these fans are in the inlet position, so they're going to be blowing cool air in to the case from outside the case. Alright, so now that you got your fans kind of lined up, they're just sort of sitting there one on top of the other. Then if we get the radiator and put it up to the back, and this is the hardest one, is the first bolt, but once you get that first bolt lined up, get that screwed in. Now then go for the opposite corner on the fan below it. Just make sure that's lined up. Like I said, these first two are the hardest ones to get lined up right. Once you do, the other 6 are really easy, because once you get those two opposite corners lined up, all the other bolt holes will be lined up. That is a sort of a fundamental fact of physics, right? Oh. Slightly pushed over. There we go. Okay. So we've got those fans on the front there, as they should. And so we don't have to do anything else with that front panel now. We can just go and screw these back in. Okay, so got some other cables and stuff. There's got the hard drive tray sitting there loose. Got this all coming in really fucked up kind of positions and stuff. So let's get that back out there. Got a horizontally orientated USB 3, so we use that. Let's get that out of the way as well. Okay, so power supply. Oh no, we've got black bolts on here. I don't even need to use silver bolts. So yeah, sometimes it's much easier just to come and get your PC built from me. Or at least if you've never built a PC before, maybe spend some time on my channel. Maybe get me to build the first one that you do, and then maybe give your next PC a go on your own. Okay, let's sort out some of these freaking cables in the back here. Oh, okay, so we've got this little discrete controller here. Okay. I don't think we're going to use that. No, I don't think we'll use that. Alright, let's tidy that up. I don't want to use that because I want all the lighting to be controlled with software and not require you to take the back panel off to change the RGB lighting. Okay. And also, all these cables, we can route them a bit more discreetly because we don't want to see all that shit. There we go, so around the front there we don't see any of those cables going through that top opening there. Sort of hidden discreetly behind where the radiator's mounted. And then we got all these cables over here. That's fine. Yeah, so you can hook that into a controller, but we're not going to use that. So I'm just going to stick that cable away around the side there. Alrighty. Okay. That's all looking good. Then we've got our SP fans at the front there. And we've got our pump power right there. What's the sticking up there? That is, oh yep, that is our RGB. That's a freaking fan splitter. What do we do with that? Okay. All right. Even this fan here, I'm gonna swap it around so it's in the right position, not with cables sticking out the wrong place and stuff. And I'm not trying to rip shit on the customer here. I'm just injecting a little bit of my knowledge and experience on doing things, and this way it'll be much more satisfying to look at everything at the end of it, because it'll look like, you know, everything's in the right place. Yeah. For the Office download. Yeah, so that's just Microsoft 365 installer. So you can just type in Microsoft 365 installer and you can download it. It's for free. Microsoft 365 is a subscription service. So it costs you $10 a month. However, basically everyone who has a job, other than like some entry-level jobs and stuff like that, you'll be able to claim that $10 a month on tax. Okay, so it is for most people and most jobs, you can make a good argument that I need access to email at home, I need access to Microsoft Microsoft Word, Excel, and PowerPoint. And I need this for work. If I don't have this software, then I can't, you know, get my job done sometimes. And for most people, they can make that argument, and that's all you're going to have to, that's all you're going to need to be able to claim something like Office 365 on tax. So even though it's a subscription, it's not the worst thing in the world, basically. Okay, so we've also got this hard drive cage. Now that should, how does that fit into our case here? Oh, yeah, I see. I see. easier to do this. Yeah. Without the drives in there. Okay. Yep. Just need some standard bolts here. All right. So we're nearly here. We're nearly here. Get those hard drive trays back in place. And then I think we can cover up all this stuff at the bottom with those plastic covers. Alrighty. Alright. These things are starting to come along around the back there. Okay, so motherboard power cable. We're going to need some other power cables here for our graphics card. Yeah. So there's nothing wrong with this PC. Customer got halfway through build and just realised that it was a little bit beyond him to actually fix it and get it all hooked up. So I'm sort of taking over from now. Hang on, which this graphics cards have 2 or 1? Yeah.
Mr. Teja also, do you charge cost of building a PC with more parts?
Well, yeah. Yeah, if I do you a quote, it includes the build and includes the parts. No, I don't work for free. I'm sorry. It's really weird. Sometimes I get people who think that like I'm just doing this like for shits and giggles, like I'm some freaking like millionaire who's just enjoys building computers and doesn't need to make any money. It's really weird. It's like you live stream it, so obviously this is just a joke, right?
So that person asking how do they ask them, what do you do with the computers once you've built them?
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm talking about. Like, I'll get someone who literally asks that, and I'm just like, wow, dude. What?
No, this is a business, we charge.
Yeah. Alright, let's get these plastic bits back on the bottom. Oh, did he?
Piss on the mat for a change.
Didn't piss on the mat for a change. Good on him.
Nice big food.
Fiona says it's Tim getting business from Logan Amateurs out of it.
I
Mr.
thought-
Tisha says if he not charged means he will get good number of orders.
Oh yeah, good number of orders, but orders don't, keep the lights on.
Yeah.
Not without
we
profit.
need to eat and pay rent.
Mhm.
I like food.
Food's good. I actually have no intention of stopping eating food. I know, it's crazy, but
Doom says, Tim is just a billionaire building these PCs for esports players for free.
yeah, exactly, man. I'm just a billionaire. I'm like Elon Musk. I'm exactly like Elon Musk.
If you're like Elon Musk, we need to get a divorce.
No. If I was like Elon Musk, I'd already be onto my fourth wife by now, I think.
And you'd have 10
And I'd have
fucking
10
children.
kids. Yeah, that's Elon Musk, right?
He wants to have babies in every fucking continent. That's what it feels like.
Oh, I was going to say, is that actually what he said?
No, or I don't know, maybe he did. Wouldn't surprise me if he did.
Yeah.
June says the number of orders has nothing to do with bills or the number of customers. And Fiona says, straight Jesus, Tim turning water into wine. Straight Jesus.
There we go.
June says it's all about quality over quantity.
Yep.
Cat's staring at you now for food.
I'm sure he is. Okay, we need Corsair controllers. And we're going to get newer Corsair controllers than what comes with the case. Alright, this one's got a magnetic piece on the back, but does it fit in there? Yeah, okay, we'll just plug our our LL fan into here, and that can just sit there in that 2.5.
Watching like a hawk.
Alright, so we chuck in an extra Corsair controller here, so we've definitely got the right configuration for our fans when we turn it all on. Oh, I've just got to chuck these fans on top still. Sorry. I'm still working on a few things back here. Okay. Alrighty, so we've got one Corsair controller, and now we've got a second one here. So Corsair is great in terms of what you can do with the RGB. Real pain in the ass to hook it up, right? You gotta have a bit of prior knowledge to do it right, really. The instructions probably won't do it justice. Okay. And this one here, so both of these controllers, we're not going to use that little box there that lets you adjust the speed and color of the lights. We're going to hook it all up so it's software controlled through our computer. Very good.
Get in the way.
Yes, he does get in the way.
Tim,
Yeah.
do want to know if you ship worldwide or just Australia?
So I just ship in Australia, not worldwide.
Unless you want to pay for
Unless you want to pay for that. If you are overseas and money's not an option and you really want me to build your PC, that's absolutely no problem. Send me a message and we can work it out. However, it costs a lot of money to ship and there's also other taxes and stuff involved usually. So, just be aware of that. There's a reason why I don't actively advertise just worldwide and all that, because it's generally not a good value proposition for people to go and get their PC built by me in Australia if they're like somewhere else in the world. However, if it sort of makes sense, then it makes sense.
Did I just hear a burp? Possibly. I'm drinking Pepsi instead.
Okay. So we got 3 Corsair SP120s on the front here, and we're going to chuck them into our controller. So sometimes with these Corsair controllers, you've got to plug them in like 1, 2, and 3, like into slots 1, 2, and 3. All right, then we got these 4 here. So so they're all DC. Okay, no worries. Alrighty, so that SATA port there, that'll be covered up by our graphics card. And before I forget, we will plug in a power cable for our graphics card.
What flavour of Pepsi? Pepsi Max.
Pepsi Max Original.
Yes.
I used to work for the company in Australia that makes and distributes Pepsi Max, and no, it's not Pepsi. Pepsi in Australia is Smith's Chips.
So,
Yep.
Mr. Danger says, I mean, you're already getting a good amount of money from PC parts that you sell.
Good amount of money from PC parts. I make no money on PC parts, bro. So my business model doesn't include buying up $50,000 worth of PC parts so I can make like 3% profit on them. It's just not the sort of business that I'm running. Okay, and the reason why I don't do that is because I like to offer customers the full manufacturer's warranty on the parts that they buy. So most PC places will just offer like 1 or 2 year warranties because they're trying to buy up on all this stock, and some stock that they might sell as new, they might have had it for a year. So they can't offer the full warranty, whereas I offer the full warranty on all my parts. So if you buy a power supply with a 10-year warranty, it's a 10-year warranty. No questions asked. You just bring it back and I'll honour that warranty. So not everyone does that, and the other reason why I do it is this market moves pretty fast. New products come out, prices get cut, blah 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 blah, and if I hold stock, then I'm locked into pricing from months ago. I don't like being locked into pricing from months ago. As soon as there's a move in the market, my prices change, and that's the way I like it. And the 3% or so profit I can make on PC parts, just not worth it. Not worth it to sacrifice what I've just explained there. That is more valuable to me and my customers than trying to freaking be a little mini warehouse. So I'm actually, my background is in the FMCG industry. I'm well aware of, like warehousing and distribution of products and stuff like that. And because I do have experience in that industry, I don't kid myself about the scale that I'm on versus like an actual big company. And so I don't try and be a big company. Yeah. Ah. He is a fluffy cat. Infected. Or if they have, I've probably promptly deleted everything that's on there and reinstalled everything.
Yeah. Actually, you had one computer that I remember some kid downloaded a butt ton of malware stuff.
Oh,
and
yeah.
his dad couldn't get the computer to update and stuff, so we had to like delete everything.
We had to delete everything and start again, didn't we? Yes.
George says, "G'day, Tim and Christine."
Hey George, how you going?
And Tim says, "Don't mind the meow and PC."
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure every computer that comes out of here has at least some bloody.
They'll have at least a little bit of fluffy cat hair, I reckon.
He's just sitting there waiting patiently for one of us to go into the kitchen now.
Yeah. He only eats human food. So tonight he's going to have the rest of my fillet of fish that I had for lunch.
He refuses to eat cat food.
Yep.
Absolutely flat out refuses.
Yeah, you have to buy him. We have to buy him tuna or salmon or roast him chickens.
He won't eat like mince unless it's cooked. So you'd have to cook the mince if you wanted to give him that.
Okay, so I'm gonna chuck in. I'm gonna plug in
He's so cute.
our 5-volt RGB header. It's come off the pump into the 5-volt header there, and then all of these RGB fans here, these can all be daisy chained and set up through that header. So that's nice and easy. Let me just get a couple of bolts in these fans up top.
Sitting at infected computer. I love cleaning up infected computers when the user doesn't bother me until I'm done.
Oh well, the easiest way to clean up an infected computer is just to completely delete everything and start again.
Mr. Tina says in my country they will attract customers by doing free builds, so they get in like 10 orders a day.
But if they're free builds, then everyone who messages you is like, hey, so you're the guy who does the free builds. Can I get a free build? That's what all your orders are. So it doesn't, yeah.
Well, here it doesn't.
That's how it goes down here anyway. Because the thing is, if you base it in Australia, if you market yourself to the lower end of the market, then you just get people who want things for free, essentially. So you don't make any money going after that. There are companies that have set up all their stuff around like the lower end of the market, and they sell pre-built PCs and stuff like that, and it's not really what I'm doing here. All my PCs are built to order and stuff. Customers can pick whatever they want. I'm not here trying to be the cheapest PC builder in the market. It's not It's just not what I'm trying to do. It's not the mission here. And so, like, I'll always, I will have cheap PCs from time to time, like second-hand ones. That's me going after the lower end of the market, if that makes sense.
Chad, if you see something straight from the power supply, don't mind it because it's copycat. He says I charge for clean-up $60 per half hour, but mainly just 60 cents a slot wait time. I would never build PCs or do repairs for free.
Yeah, no, hell no. Hell no. It's like, would you expect a mechanic to work on your car for free? So why would anyone? Yeah. Okay. All right. So things are starting to sort of take shape along here a bit. Okay, I'm gonna chuck in a couple of DC splitters here for our fans. Want to split it? Well, in my case, yes, I do. I want to split it. Okay. And our splitters. You can't eat a stapler. Want to split it? Okay, that's all looking good. Okay, we're starting to come along here.
Says I use that same analogy at work when people expect my repairs to be free, and I tell them, well, when your car breaks down, I can guarantee that the mechanic charges for each repair.
Yeah, 100%. Nah, there's just a class of person who wants everything for free. That person's out there, man. I know for a fact. Like not just from doing PCs, but like, you know, I got other business experience beyond just what you see me doing here, right? So in my previous roles, they've pretty much all been sales, marketing, and inventory related. So yeah, there is that sort of person exists. Okay, that's all looking pretty good. Everything's in place. I'm not going to use too many cable ties here. I'm just going to tuck everything away around the edge there, and then if we need to make any changes, it's not going to be an issue. Oh, yes you can. We will fix that. Okay. There's our motherboard power. Okay, yep.
See the sticky from the chair and it pissed me off.
Alrighty. So how are we going? 45 minutes? Yep. That's looking pretty good. Shouldn't be too much more than what I quoted the customer for. Just a couple of little bits and pieces extra that we needed there just to make it right. Alright, so now here's our RTX 3070. It's the Asus Tough Gaming. It's fucking tough. Yeah. Yeah, no, I mean, like, not everyone's like that, you know. I've never gone into a place and not expected to pay. I've always been ready to pay, and if the owner of the business or whoever says, "No, mate, no need to pay. This is on the house," then I go, "Oh, thanks so much, mate. You're an absolute legend." But only in that situation. I won't ever, like, come in there and try and expect things for free unless it's something that, you know, I should be getting for free, like if it's a warranty repair or something like that. Yeah, he's pretty good because I think we're pretty sure, we're not 100% sure, but we're pretty sure he's half Maine Coon and half Ragdoll.
Ragdoll in him that makes him chill.
Yeah. Now this case here is one of those Corsair cases that you generally try to avoid. Not because there's anything like wrong with how it functions, it's just a little bit of a pain in the ass to build in. Oh, sticky on the back here. Yep, yep. It's an Asus Tough Gaming RTX 3070. No idea what CPU's in it. I mean, it's an amateur build, so I would assume it's probably got a CPU more powerful than what it needs for a 3070, just because that's pretty much a mainstay of most amateur builders. They think that for their gaming PC they need the i9 or the i7 or equivalent AMD chip. They think that the Ryzen 5 or the i5, or that won't be enough. But they won't be getting like a 3080 or the highest end graphics card, so indeed the i5 or the Ryzen 5 would be plenty for it for a gaming workload. So I could be wrong. Maybe he's got a 5600X in here, which would be sort of ideal for this. Alrighty, and we've got the two cables, which is what I thought. I don't understand. I don't understand. If you think, if people think that you're making money on parts, you're fucking dreaming, mate. I mean, some people come in here and I swear they think like, oh, obviously, like everything's marked up like 30%, right?
Yeah, get fucked.
Yeah, no. I wish, mate. If ever everything was marked up 30%, then yeah, you'd be seeing some cheaper prices from me, mate. Because I've got no interest in buying up on stock, as I said before. It's just not. It's not part of my business model. Now that might be hard for some people to understand, but when I explain it, it becomes really, really easy to understand.
Tim says you can't hear me. I don't have a mic. I have to like yell. Tim's mic is on the other side of the room.
Yes, she's very quiet. Okay.
Tim says yell at us when reading chat. Oh jeez. Sore throat by the end of the night.
Okay, I don't think we... Oh no, we do have a back panel. I was like, I don't think we've got a back panel.
Dawn says, when do you leave for your holiday? We've already been on holidays. We only took a week off.
Oh,
Something weird.
yep. Something weird. Something in the way, yeah.
He says, yell at me, I'm a bad boy. Need a spanking. That's funny.
Alrighty. So that's looking pretty done. So yeah, that's all looking pretty sweet. 3 SP fans at the front, our light loop 120 at the back, and our MSI fans up top. Okay, so let's. I mean, we may as well put windows on it, make sure it's all sweet. Yep.
Joel wants to know 4090 tonight, mate.
Not tonight, tomorrow night. I got held up with a few things today. I was gonna be doing them.
The RGB on the front fans isn't working.
Yeah, I know. That's probably due to the controller that it's plugged in. I've got to update the firmware and stuff. Fans are spinning, and they are all hooked up. When you plug in the SP fans onto the controller that I used, it will need a firmware update to work properly. So
Doom wants to know if you've ever thought of streaming on Twitch.
yeah, I do.
We've done it before.
bottlenecks.
Twitch drags down the rest of the platforms, and I don't get as many people on Twitch as anywhere else. Normally I only have 1 or 2 people watching on Twitch because there's no category for what I do.
Nah.
Alrighty. So, where's my SSD? Here it is. So what have we got? Version 1.3. Let's see if we've got a more modern version of BIOS on there. And then then we'll go and install Windows on here. I'll ask the customer if he wants me to just do the full Windows install and provide a license for it, or whether he's got a license already. I don't know.
So
Yeah.
Dominic wanted to know about our trip and stuff like that, and I told him we got over the fact New South Wales charges to enter those bloody national parks.
Yeah, we
So
spent
that's why
hundreds
I
of
came.
dollars just to stop at national parks in New South Wales. It was ridiculous. Like, I mean, I shouldn't really bitch, but
I thought
the
national
principle
parks
of
was,
it.
for like places that people can go for free to enjoy the place, you know.
Mm-hmm. Well, see, I thought national parks were like federally funded.
They are.
So why is the local state government levying more taxes on them? Just so they can pay people to stand there to be like they've got people obviously being paid probably like $30 an hour or something ridiculous to sit at the gate and charge
Be more
people.
than that because they sit out there in the heat. They probably get paid like council workers
Yeah.
that work during the day.
Yeah, ridiculous.
But yeah. And Joel says in the hole you have to look for a camp is crap. Yeah, pretty much. New South Wales, the land of paid fucking national parks, and stupid drivers. I'm getting started on
Mm-hmm.
What's up?
No, I'm just messaging the guy.
Wow. Tim.
Yep.
Teacher says, then you should say, please pay for building PC also, so don't misunderstand. I will get less money on parts that I use in build.
Yeah, well, like, dude, you can come to me and get a quote, all right, and that'll be the total price. I don't like go and provide itemized like listing. Yeah, look.
Jim says, I wish I could get paid to sit by a gate and watch. Jim says, bark bark. Did you hear the doggos? Helicopters. I don't know what he's
trying to say, dude? I think there's a little bit of
I-
miscommunication
yeah,
going on there.
I think he doesn't understand the build fee and yep.
It says PC part picker for the win. Tim, Ryan says good looking PC from Tim. Tim?
Yeah, it looks all right. Yep. No worries. So yeah, I can set up. I'll set this up. I won't put a product key on it. The customer's got a product key for it, so we don't have to worry about that. We'll just go and get this sorted. Oh. We've got an M2. M2 will be drive 1. Alright, so this won't take long. Just cracked over an hour there. It's alright. Okay. Alright, so I think so we got the 12 pins of CPU power on the motherboard. I didn't actually plug in a second CPU power cable for it, but we're probably not going to need that for this setup. So the 8 pins of CPU power, that'll provide 250 watt. So that's plenty of juice for pretty much everyone. Except for like modern i9s and stuff. Alright. We are in Australia. Oh, where are we?
So there's a police helicopter just doing circles above the neighbourhood.
Really?
Mm. There's like some dude like hanging out the side of the helicopter.
Oh shit.
There must be something going on.
Something's going down.
Someone's on the run!
Someone on the run.
No, it's not dinner time, cat. Go away. Oh, shit.
What's going on? Oh.
That.
Oh shit. Okay.
Jim says he must love to work for free. He says no way I could work for free.
What's that?
Jim says he must love to work for free. He says no way I could work for free.
No.
He says he can see just do the next build.
Ha.
I don't know if it'll look good as Tim's.
You can give it a go. You can give it a go. Alright, we'll do a quick install here.
Now, it's not dinner time, mate. The sun hasn't set yet. Don't give me that look.
The fuck?
You're right.
Yeah.
Jim said yowl food. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what he's saying to me. Food! Feed
Yeah.
me, bitch!
100%. Okay. R23. Oh. Okay, let's just load some software here quickly through all this. Alright, there's our graphics card driver. Okay.
Jesus, casually flying around the house.
Yeah. Pretty much.
Darren says hi from UK.
Hey Darren, how you going?
Says he just got up. Good morning.
Okay. Alright, so I'm just going to install Heaven and Superposition here. So I'm just going to speed this up a little bit.
You hear the geckos fighting, eh? Heard the geckos fighting now, he's staring at the wall. You are a shit hunter, mate. You're not gonna catch me. He's gonna try me now.
Okay, so we're nearly done. Oh, we need IQ. Got a heap of Corsair RGB. And we don't have our front fans at the front. Alright. So it looks like we've got a Ryzen 7 because we got a 16 thread CPU. See how I knew we'd have a Ryzen 7 here, even though we don't really need it unless we're doing video editing or something. That's just really common. People think they need more CPU than what they do usually. Okay. Okay. Um, Alright, there's our hard drive. Got some Corsair updates to do. Alright, that's all coming along nicely. We'll adjust the date and time. Alrighty.
Yay, it's working now.
Why is one of them flickering?
It's really fucking weird.
That is really weird.
Everything's not connected for.
Yeah, I'm just gonna check those connections. So I mean, I should be able to just leave it on watercolor, and it should just be very similar to the back fan there. We shouldn't be seeing the flickering on the top and bottom fan. Yep, that's good.
Oh, you're changing each.
Yeah, you can. Hang on.
Can we just like pull this off?
Hang on. Let me try something.
No, they're not flickering. Oh, well, as soon as you do that, they start flickering. Maybe the controller's fucked. I reckon the controller's fucked. Now they're all different.
All flickering still?
Mm-hmm. What do you know?
Okay. So I'm swapping the controllers around here to see whether the flickering is to do with the fans or the controller that it was plugged into. So I'll swap these around. Lighting setup. We've got SPs and we got 3 of them. That's not flickering, is it?
Yeah, they are. They're the one that's quite long.
Okay. There might be actually something wrong with the fans themselves. Because it's doing it in 2 different controllers. Alright, let's force an update on the other controller here quickly, just to be thorough. Still flickering?
Yeah.
Yep.
And now they're not. Now they are. Now they're not. Oh, yep.
They are now. Basically, whenever we try and put it on like a... What about now?
No. Oh, yeah. Hang on. Yeah.
Still flickering? Well, that's very weird. So it's definitely doing it on both controllers. So that's probably going to be it. So I think it'll be fine on static colors.
You put it on static again. Yeah, see, it's fine. It's not doing anything. They're all the same color.
All right, I'm just going to leave it there. I'm just going to leave it there on that. No.
So it looks like we spent like a bit of money on this. If you know what I mean.
Oh yeah.
Guess he's gonna have to take those fans back from the leaf.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a bit of a pain. So I'd assume that like there was a problem with like the controller type that I was using with those fans, but one of the fans works fine through it, so it's so yeah, I don't know where he bought all this from, but maybe you can take it back, maybe they can do something for you. Yeah.
Bucket says Eshe bar. Hey man, how's it going?
Okay. Well, look, the rest of this is fine. Got both our drives ready. We can upgrade to Windows 11 if we want. Alrighty. Oh yeah, we got a 5700X. That's a reasonable CPU. Not too over the top or anything like that for this build. Alright, let's just run some gaming benchmarks. We'll just do Heaven and Superposition because they're the two that I installed. So that number there below RAM is how many frames a second it's running at. Well, she's all running nice. So other than that little minor problem with the fans there, everything looks like it's all good. But I mean, by the looks of things, this customer might want it all white anyway. I'd actually really like a nice white theme with this case. I think the lighting looks good white, to be honest. But yes, I'll leave that up to the customer because obviously I didn't buy any of these parts, so it's got nothing to do with me.
At least it works.
Yeah, at least it works. At least all the lights light up. We can address all the lights. Kinda, yeah. But no, we've done our due diligence. It's definitely not the controller or anything like that because we've tried two different controllers here. We're not going to have two different controllers with the same random problem. So it's definitely the two of the fans that have a bit of an issue. A lot of them works completely fine, so go figure.
It's gonna get you. He hates
Mm-hmm.
it. Oh, jeebus.
What's up?
Oh, somebody's spamming you.
Someone's spamming me.
Free vert girls. What the fuck is vert girls?
Virtual girls.
Oh. Just gonna get rid of that. You are reported.
Okay.
I don't think people are coming here for porn.
No.
Well, not that sort of porn. Maybe PC porn.
Yeah, people come here for PC porn, not actual porn.
Not human. Oh dear.
Sweet as.
Isn't that why, like, you know, Pornhub's a thing?
Yeah. OnlyFans is the new one, right?
Oh, yeah.
That's what all the cool kids are doing now. Alright, so this is a 4K benchmark, this one. Ah.
Smell curry.
Smell curry.
Oh yeah. Yummy. I want curry. Oh, I smell curry around here.
Okay. That's all sorted. Alright, so I'll stress test this one just like it's one of mine. Okay. Oh, I just realised there's something I forgot to install. I need MSI Center. That's okay. Look at those temps, beautiful. But also not a lot of wattage moving through the system.
Haley's like pretty much in Canberra now,
Oh, sweet. It's not far to Canberra.
from Newcastle.
Yeah. It's only about 5 hours.
No.
4 or 5 hours. Yeah, from where we were when we were down in the southwest side of Sydney, we were only about 2.5 hours drive from Canberra, 3 hours drive from Canberra. Okay, so there's our Ryzen 7 5700X there. Pretty good CPU, as you can see. Smashes the older generation that it replaced. Smashing a lot of those older Intel ones there. And just under one of the lower spec Threadrippers. Sweet, that's all looking good. whenever MSI Center wants to do its thing. But yes, this is definitely the end of this build. So what we'll do is I'll let this one run. We'll do a stress test on it just to make sure none of these parts are dead on arrival. Because sometimes parts will die, you know, basically as soon as you use them properly the first time. And that's part of the reason why I do a stress test on all my PCs. Because while it's not 100%, I've had PCs go out to a customer, they get used once, and I've stress tested them and everything. They get used once, and then the customer goes to turn them on the second time. Nah, dead. And we'll have like a dead CPU or something random. But yes, nothing's overheating here. CPU 53 can get up to 95. And our graphics card, GPU's at 65, it can go up to 83. And the hotspot is 77 and it can go up to 100. Or actually a bit more than 100, but we'll just call it 100, right? So Mystic Light, this is what you use to control the RGB on your top fans and your cooler. And then Corsair iCUE is for everything else. And so yeah, lucky you bought it to me because you would have had random problems with that that included controller. That included controller worked okay with those fans, but then this Corsair fan that you bought for the back there, that unfortunately would not work properly with the plugged into the same controller as those SP fans. Because Corsair can be a bit funny like that. It's all good when you know what you're doing. It's all good when you've got like a big spare pile of like 10 Corsair controllers over to the side where you can just, you know, grab another one if you need it and stuff like that. But yeah, big pain in the ass if you're just on your own trying to put all this together out of the box. So it might have been a case of you would have gone and done all this and then you still would have had to bring it to me because you've been like, this fan on the back doesn't seem like it works. Or you would have brought the fan back to where you bought it from and they would have tested it and they would have gone, ha, you don't know what you're talking about, this fan's fine, we're not giving you a refund. Alrighty, so everything should be all up to date now. This PC should be all ready to use. Yep. Okay. It's going to force a restart on me. Look, this can probably go back to the customer now, to be honest. Like, yeah, I haven't done the full stress test on it and stuff, but it'll be fine. Got a good motherboard, good power supply, CPU, good graphics card, good, all parts are good. So I'm not really too concerned about it. Alright. Shut it down and that'll be it. So, thanks everyone for watching. Be sure to like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll catch you all tomorrow with the 4090 build.